Hi, Alexis. How you doing? Okay, so I've got your post up here. I was reading your writing. You indicate you're not really sure if this was what was supposed to be done with the assignment. So my recommendation is this. Looks like you posted on Sunday, and that means, Alexis, that there's all of these posts that were submitted before yours. And it's okay to post. I mean, you don't have to post work first or even second during the week. If you are unsure on which way to go with an assignment, you have two options. Number one, and the first suggestion would be to contact me immediately so I can make any necessary clarifications. And the second thing is just to scroll back through the discussion board, which is a public forum. So, I mean, it's perfectly accessible for all students. And you have access to all sorts of posts before yours, as well as my video critiques. So you can really tell exactly what is expected just by going through some of the posts. So I highly recommend that we do that. That you do that if you're not sure. And of course, the first thing you want to do whenever you're not sure is to get a hold of me. So let's go ahead and jump over to the piece. Now, I think there's a couple of missing requirements here. And one thing I would recommend is that you every week you go into the announcements area. This week we have a bunch of announcements regarding the currently hand-rendered kerning assignments. So we have all of these four assignments right here have to do with hand rendered kerning. So welcome to week one. There's information on that. How to complete assignment one, banana tips and tricks, how to kern banana on the computer, and then welcome to week two. I'm going to pop that open and I'll show you in week two. And this is directly relevant to week two's trial by fire, the fire and ice, a hand rendered letter spacing assignment. So take a look at these. Let me see, there's one, two, three, four videos in here, and then this kerning exercise, little game. Definitely want to check that out. That'll help you with your kerning. And then, of course, there's all sorts of kerning do's and tips and tricks in that announcement. So my recommendation, of course, is also to review each announcement every week. Get in there at least a couple times a week. Sometimes I post stuff intermittently. My recommendation is to subscribe to that and or check it every single day. Okay, let's take a look. The first thing we see is that the baseline, mean line, cap line are not level. Okay, and that's a big problem because your word is going downhill. Okay, so and then also we see the x height here is the the mean line is not indicative of the x height. We can clearly see that as we see this is the relationship between the cap B and the lowercase n's. We can see the mean line for these two. And let me just I'm going to use the top of this to show the mean line, but the mean line would be this. It would be the line connecting the top of these two letters. So that's the mean line right there, right? So we can see that your mean line here is placed right here at the crotch of the B, the cap B, instead of up here where it should be in about midway through the upper bowl of the cap B, okay? And then the cap line, of course, just connects the capital letters. So the other thing we see is that your letter forms are not an actual accurate depiction of these letter forms here. So we can see right here, okay, this branch right here kind of hangs right to the edge of the letter, right, like that. See, that comes down right there on that bowl of the lowercase a. But this one, it comes out clear over here. And then the variable width strokes are not represented in your depiction here. So in other words, see how this is thinner right here than it is over here? That's not shown in your piece. And then in the end, the branch of the end where it meets the vertical stem, that is also thinner than the other areas of the stroke. So we need to depict that as well. Finally, then, the next thing is craft. Now, don't forget this has to be very pristine. This has to be impeccable in terms of craft. And we have a lot of smudges, a lot of scribbles, and the main thing is that the letters aren't filled in with black, which they should be, as we can see right here in the banana first iteration assignment instructions. Okay, so my recommendation is to, let's talk about letter spacing. So letter spacing is okay here. It would be considered to be normal, but what you want to do is you want to follow this formula for optimal kerning or optimal letter spacing in the word banana is that the widest space should be, the most narrow space should be between two curved letter forms. Okay, these two right here. That should be the most narrow. And then the next widest would be the space between a straight letter form and a curved letter form right here. And then the final would be, the widest area would be between two straight letter forms. And again, that's all covered in the announcements So again, it's just really indicative to show the importance of going in here and reviewing all these announcements. How to kern banana on a computer, how to complete assignment 1 banana tips and tricks. These are really indicative of exactly how to do this assignment. So my recommendation is to review these and to go ahead and apply these to this week 2 assignment. Okay, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you very much.